Welcome to Amazing Indiana Music Stories.
Well, I grew up in Lockville Gardens. My family moved there. I was around the early 1940s. And I participated in a lot of elementary school music functions. I was more of a singer than an instrumentalist. And it wasn't until I got to Attucks High School that they gave all of the students a music inventory test. At that particular time, I was in 3 music groups, and I wondered why I had to take the same test in all 3 groups. But apparently there was a reason for it, because afterwards, after all the scores were made, my 3 scores were the highest ever in the history of the school there at Attucks High School. And so I remember the department head, Norman Merrifield, called me into his office one day, and he said, "You're in 3 vocal music groups, and we need instrumentalists." So he said, "I'm taking you out of Boys Glee Club, and I'm putting you in instrumental music with Laverne Newsom, and you're going to learn to play the upright bass fiddle." And from that point on, I began to play music down at University of Indianapolis, which was Indiana Central College at the time. And I was in a little jazz group down there, and we would play for school functions as well as private functions. So I've worked with many musicians here in Indianapolis. I worked with David Baker, who was, of course, one of the instructors at Indiana University. I eventually established my own band, the Indy Jazzmen. I played with Larry Liggett. I played with his band for about 15 years. And of course, we did the entire circuit of clubs across Indianapolis and also throughout the state of Indiana. Well, there was a club that we were playing out in West Indianapolis. I think the name of the club was the Clown's Playhouse. And it was in a rowdy neighborhood, and a fight started. And that particular night, I was playing upright bass at that time, and we had the old-fashioned piano up on stage, which was hard, you know, and we heard gunshots, and we hid behind that great big upright piano for safety's sake, and we stayed there until the police came, and I found out later the next morning that 3 individuals had been killed in that particular situation. But the majority of the time in my playing with the Larry Liggett Band and also with the Jimmy Cole Band, we played in the different country clubs throughout the Indianapolis area. We did a lot of events like for wedding receptions and for just holiday music, and that just kept me busy. I would take the band in from time to time in the schools where I worked, and we would play for the students, and that would just give them another way to look at me as a person, because I felt that I had many attributes that the students could learn from. and I really enjoyed it.